Hello again, everyone. This is Gilmer, and this is episode 47 of my Let's Play War in the East Grand Campaign. I am playing as the Soviets. It is February 12th, 1942, in the game, which is turn number 35. And things are going pretty well. Or, I say pretty well, but I don't really know that for a fact. But it seems like things are going pretty well in the game for me. Things are working really decently in the sense of most of my attacks are working. I didn't think that was going to work, but I felt like I had to give that one a try. So the last time we left, I was pretty much on the verge of processing the end of my turn. And it looks like I am at that spot, except for a couple of turns. Or a couple of little attacks here that I might do, like that. Let's see here. So I really think that even those attacks that don't actually make them retreat, it does reduce their fort value, as I've mentioned before. So I'm obviously I wish they would I'd rather wish they would retreat as opposed to holding, but I think there is some value to be gained from attacking them if their fort value and entrench value goes down. And so I think that pretty much leaves us to processing the turn. Forecast is still blizzard. Ice level is 10. I still want to roll this left flank up here by Leningrad, but it hasn't happened yet. I'm hopeful that it'll happen before the blizzard breaks. If it doesn't, then those guys in Leningrad, they might be, or in the area of Leningrad, those units, they might be gone. I might not be able to save them. I wish I could, because we've got several of them have become guards divisions, and the way that works, the way that a regular unit can become a guards unit, is it's based on the amount of attacks or battles they've won, and some kind of modifier for the year it is. So these units, like this one, has been attacked a certain amount of times and has won a certain amount or a certain percentage of those battles, and then a modifier for the year 1940, probably 41, because I think this was a guards unit before it hit 42. But so you have units becoming guards units over the entirety of the game, just depending on certain things. And it probably tells me 117th Rifle Division was renamed 51st Guards Rifle Division. That's because they were promoted because they won a certain amount of battles, and then they had the modifier applied to them for the year. So you can see we're getting a lot of Guards Rifle Divisions being named. And what that does is it gives them better morale. A Guards Division automatically gets a better morale level, its default morale level, and makes it a better unit. So, and you can make a Guards Corps out of two Guards Rifle Divisions and one regular Rifle Division, or 3 Guards Rifle Divisions. I mean, if you use 2 regular Rifle Divisions, I think It just becomes a rifle corps. It doesn't become a guard's rifle corps. So let's end this turn. We're ready. Got a long weekend for the everybody on the U.S. side of the pond or the U.S. side of the Atlantic. July 4th is Monday, which is our Independence Day. So we get a long weekend this weekend. And it's pretty nice. Pretty nice to have a nice little holiday and, you know, for winning your independence, obviously. Some of you might know a little bit about the War of Independence, but from my Let's Play Birth of America. Wars in America 2, or whatever the title is. It's a AJOG game, and it's, you know, it's a good game. I completely bollocksed it up though. I played the you know, the colonies, and I ended up losing. So if I had been in charge, the U.S. would still be part of Great Britain or the United Kingdom. So it's a good thing we had somebody else in charge, someone a lot smarter than me, probably. If you can hear the television in the background, I'm sorry. The sound's down pretty low, but I can still hear it a little bit. I have Game of Thrones on, actually. Watching the 9th episode of Game of Thrones, and then the 10th episode comes on right after this. And I just like having the TV on in the background. Damn. All these guys that I moved up that I probably shouldn't have, all of them are being forced to retreat. It sounds like maybe AJOD is doing I don't know for a fact, it might have just been wishful thinking by the person that was writing about it. But I saw a review of 30 Years War, and it sounds like AJOD might be doing a similar game to 30 Years War in the sense of the English parliamentary wars or revolutionary wars in the 1600s. You know, the Roundheads against the others. I can't remember. I don't know enough about it to talk about it intelligently, but it's the English Civil War in the 1600s that hopefully they are doing a game on that, because that would be very interesting. And I, will probably go back to 30 Years War at some point, and Wars of Napoleon. 30 Years War and Wars of Napoleon are now on Steam, which if you bought it from AJOD or Matrix, you get a Steam serial number as well, for free. Basically, it's basically almost having you get two serial numbers. One for a DRM free type game where you don't have to play it on Steam at all. You just crank it up. It asks you for the serial number one time, and then that's it. Nobody tracks you. Nobody does anything. You don't have to have Steam up, but but you can have it on Steam as well. And I'm ambivalent as to whether it's on Steam or not. I'm playing this game on Steam. I'm not like some people who are vehemently against Steam. If it was my preference, yes, I would have it not on Steam, but Steam does make things very convenient. I'm going to try to get this unit out of there. Damn. See, now it's... Damn. I really want that unit to move. I really want him to be... These guys are stuck in there. I mean, and maybe that's my fault, but I'm trying to move them out. I'm a little concerned about doing this, but yeah, that's not good. You know, it's quite possible I should be pushing guys into the holes created. I'm just real concerned about the units over there in this area. We don't really have too much to, too many follow-on forces, to be honest. And it's concerning me. Cavalry division. I'm not going to fall into that mistake again. Cavalry Corps. So, let's move him up. There's not really very much rail in this area. Although there is a rail right there. So. Oh, look at that. We're at 500. We definitely don't need that. I want to do cavalry divisions again. Although I think they're very much weaker. Okay. So we got that done. Let's finish up our attacks here. Crap. See, I'm pushing them back on pretty much every front. Where's that green? He shouldn't be. He probably needs to be reassigned. I think my next door neighbor moved, but somebody else sounds like they moved in. Still having a little trouble with those. that was piss poor. Interesting. Oh, crap. Which one is this? Which one is or both of them? To hell with it. Man, I would love to get down in here. I would love that. I love in War in Russia, and I'm sure I would love it in this game, is to get down into the Bucharest and Ploesti. I actually knew a man who flew some of the bombing runs over Ploesti. He wasn't too complimentary of the Allied command for those raids. He was kind of a crusty old man. He was a judge, but he didn't have a very high opinion of the Allied high command and the people who decided to actually bomb Ploesti. He said it was a suicide. It was a suicide run. I mean, he survived, but he said it was a suicide mission, and he wasn't happy about it, even after all those years. I mean, I knew him in the 90s. He's dead now, but he was a judge, and he was a crusty old guy, but I kind of liked him, actually. He was definitely different. Hell, I can't even remember his name now. I didn't know him, like, as a family friend or anything. I knew him. I was working in a local independent pharmacy, and he was a customer of ours, and we would do deliveries to him. And I don't know what got him on the subject one time, but he started talking about it, and he said it was a massacre. Which, I mean, that just might be his opinion. I don't know that much about it. I do know that it ended up costing us a lot of planes, a lot of casualties, but if the overall mission was a success, and the Allied High Command probably still thought it was something that was worthwhile to have been done. But it was interesting listening to him talk about that. He's a lot of the World War II veterans, and other veterans won't talk about their experiences, but he didn't seem to mind it too much. Yeah, that they're not strong enough to do any real attacks at that point. So let's just kind of go up through here and make sure that I'm not missing anything. I don't really want to move him up because of these two groupings. I think that'd end up being about 60,000 men as opposed to mine, maybe 20,000, and they would definitely make me retreat. Same here. Alright, I think that's about enough of my attack. We're sitting at about 28 minutes. I do want to kind of want to look at something I haven't looked at in a little while. Air command, no. I want an HQ. Just kind of look at. Wow, look at that. That's an air command though. 1 in 54. That's I'm looking at air commanders. I want to look at land. Shit. All that talk about making sure your HQs are in place to actually be supportive of your army, and then I have that happen. Let's see. So Zukov is at 27 and 22. Tolbukin 35 and 35. Govorov is 20 and 20. There's one guy. Where was he? Konstantin Korotiv, 27 and 12. Not bad. Shivetiev, 10 and 9. Bagramian, 9 and 35. Not good. Berzerin, 29-48, not that good. Chibazov, 16 and 5. There's a guy that's 5 and 10. This guy's 5 and 1. Gerasimov. That name sounds familiar for some reason. Moshkalenko, 42 and 65. He's got a pretty good infantry score of 5. Probably wouldn't make too much sense to remove him at this point. This guy has an infantry rating of 6, and he's 9 and 17. This guy's turning it around, 44 and 39. This guy's doing pretty good. Ivan Bolden, 34 and 24. Karitanov, 31 and 31. 23, 15, 21. This guy's 4 and 1. Efremov, 38 and 45. This guy's doing really well. 37 and 13. Pishenikov. This guy has had a lot of battles. First Guards Army, 75 and 73. A lot of battles to be at almost at 50-50, huh? Ponedolin, 46 and 38. I'm wondering, these guys that don't have a command, that have a positive win-loss record, I'm wondering if I was the one that relieved them. I can't remember. This guy has had 180 battles, and he's at 90 and 90. It's amazing. This guy is at 88 and 139. Nice. I'm not going to pick a new leader for the 29th because he's at 22 and 14. He's doing all right. He looks like a very friendly man. He's probably an excellent general, though. blizzard, snow. Forecast for 2/26, February 26th, 1942. Blizzard again. I didn't look at this real close last time. 1,239,000 to 2,921,000. Somebody told me yesterday that if as a Soviet you lose 3 million before December of the end of December in 41, that's an indicator that you're gonna lose, which it didn't happen to me. I'm still below 3 million, and it's still February. So, all right, well, I'm sitting at 33 minutes on my episode. I think I will call it quits at this point, just for the episode, not the game. I will see you next time. Thanks a lot.